Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Train Simulator Classic, aka Roadworks. Today we're going to be taking a look at the DTM SD45s as a whole. Yes, they are multiple packs, but I see zero reason whatsoever to go over them individually because not a whole ton of differences to make it worth a different video. Like, yeah, they all come with freight cars, and all the freight cars are identical, so big whoop. And then the locomotive sounds are all identical, so again, big whoop. It's just really not a whole lot of reason to go over them individually, so just to get that out of the way, these are indeed multiple packs. This is, I believe there's 3 different packs for the base SD45, so just fair warning before one of you goes out and buys one and then goes, well, where's the rest? Yeah, they're individual packs. Why? I really don't know. I think they should have been combined at this point, but whatever. They're also different prices. So the Union Pacific pack is like $6 and some change. The Southern Pacific pack is like $7 and some change. Norfolk Southern pack's like $7 or $8 and some change. It's weird. They all come with the same rolling stock, like a hopper, a gondola, covered hopper, boxcar. So the rolling stock's really not worth us looking at. It's stuff that we've seen time and again from DTM. It's nothing special. It's, well, I say that. Context. When these packs first came out, when these SD45s came out, those were the cars that came with them were pretty new. They were pretty cool. But that was over 10 years ago now. So the SD45 first released in 2012 with the Union Pacific model, if I remember correctly. And then the Southern Pacific model came shortly thereafter for Donner's Pass, followed very closely by the Norfolk Southern pack. And yeah, as you can see, I own them all. When these things released, they were really quite nice. I mean, for 2012, there was a lot of neat features and stuff that wasn't commonplace in the game. Stuff that's typical features on DTM products now, but back then these were pretty decent. This kind of goes to show where DTM came from, but different subject, different day. But you know, it had things like doors open, windows, new sounds. I'm not gonna say perfect sounds because they're alright. They're not perfect. They're decent. But you know, they didn't sound like a default SD40, which was nice. More road-specific details, such as the high hoods on the NS models, or the gyro light on the SP model, stuff like that. So yeah, a little bit on the history. Said it before in many of my videos, I typically don't care much for diesels. I find them boring, but this is kind of a step back into more entertaining times when Train Simulator was actively developing, and these were top of the line for that time. But I believe the first SD45s came around the mid 1960s, 65, 66, and they were produced until 1970 something. They came with a 20-cylinder diesel engine, a 645 E3. These are most certainly part of the same family as the SD40s. They are built on the same frame. hence the very similar appearance. But they crank out 3,600 horsepower, and they had some teething problems. When first built, they had an issue where the something not so nice. What was it? Crankshaft failures. When they were first built, they had an issue with crankshaft failures because the engine block itself would flex, causing these entertaining failures, and kind of gave a little bit of a sour taste for them. EMD did remedy that issue, but it did give a sour taste for the SD45 with some railroads. But that's not to say they weren't relatively popular. A pretty fair number of prominent railroads did own a hefty number of them, including, of course, Southern Pacific, Union Pacific, the Southern Railway, Norfolk Southern, Norfolk Western, Santa Fe owned a good many of them. The CB&Q, Milwaukee Road, the Rio Grande, Erie, Great Northern, Pennsylvania Railroad. So just a few of the notable names, which I do have some of the repaints available for those very names, just for giggles and squiggles. But yeah, so detail wise, you know, again, these were nice for when they released. They've not aged greatly at all, but when they first dropped, they were nice. Right off the bat, the smoke is awful. The exhaust, these little Minecraft squares, is awful. Man, look at this. This is the E unit that comes with the main maritime routes. Freeware on Railworks America. Look at that. That looks better. That is awful. That was awful when it released. It's still awful. Surprised it never got replaced either. Now, I have no idea why the Union Pacific locomotive spouts way less smoke, but it does. But it's still awful looking. Like I said, they are kind of railroad specific. So like with our Southern Pacific model here, we've got our oddball nose light here, our bell and different air horns up here, our wonky lights on the rear, versus our UP model, which has got a different set of, is it different? Yeah, different style of air horns. It's got the beacon. It's got a firecracker on it, which the SP does not. SP does not have a firecracker, so UP's got a firecracker. And then, of course, our NS. These are long hood forward, meaning you hop in a cab and you're looking that way, as you can see, looking down the hood. But these are high noses, overhanging bell on the ends. As you can see, the Norfolk and Western model has the bell on the short hood. I believe the NW models run short hood forward. I'm not dead certain, but nope. NW models run long hood forward too. CF. And then the Southern models. So, like I said, sound-wise, same across all of them. I'll use the same horn, same engine sounds, nothing fancy. Texture-wise, I have no idea why he opted to do this, but the Southern Pacific model is weathered. There is not a clean variant. The rest of them are clean. And the weathering is it was okay for 2012, but by today's standards, it's definitely meh. All of our lift rings here are very, very noticeable different color than the weathered texture on top. Yeah, it is. Okay. Lots of 2D textures. Lots of 2D textures. So like all of our panels here on the side are 2D. All of our rings are 2D. Very low res whenever you get up close. It's kind of sad because the trucks down here actually don't look half bad. That does not compare to that, which is sad. But our fuel tank here, which apparently has no fuel in it. That looks poor. Now I do have to be nice. Like I said, these are 10 years old, 11 years old. The first one came out in 2012, according to Steam sales. The UP model released December something 2012. So these have been around for a while. DTM has improved these since then. I use that loosely, but these definitely start to show their age. Our door here that doesn't seal. Makes it a little drafty. The weathering job is definitely meh. The lettering is very blurry up close. Looks nice from about there. Numbers, nice and crispy. All these panels, 2D, hideous. Lettering on the nose, very blurry. Same for the UP model. The Union Pacific lettering is very blurry. Very not, yeah, not great. Number, nice and crispy. Herald, nice and crispy on top of a 2D texture. Oh god. Again, number, nice and crispy. Lettering, not so crispy. Lots of bleed through. Norfolk Southern model actually looks a little bit better. Detailing's a little bit crispier, not much. It's still a very blurry horse. Numbers, beautiful. Logo, lettering, not too bad actually. Definitely better than the UP. NW, blurry, nice, not bad. And we got Southern. Look at how crispy that is. That actually looks pretty good. That not so much, but that logo looks pretty nice compared to that. Lettering, a little blurry. Inside, this is where things got a little funky. Cool back in the day, but a little funky. So there are some details that do change per locomotive. So obviously we got a gyro light on the SP model. So can we turn it on? We can't just flick that switch, but we can flick this switch. Two positions. Yep. Two positions. There's that one. Okay. It doesn't do anything. Headlights. Right. Still doesn't do anything. Maybe that's the rear? Nope. Alright. Still nothing. Okay. Well, you can turn the gyro light switch. Doesn't do anything. Screws, that texture is 2D and it's painfully obvious and poor. Of course, our headlights, which are neon white. Never liked it, still don't like it. Medium, dim, off. We'll stick with off, honestly. Instruments, we got our... Woof, those look old. But what do we get? We get instrument light, cab light. Instrument light just kind of adds a little glow around, which doesn't look that bad actually. Cab light, yeah, nah, that looks dated, very dated. And of course our windows, back door. Numbered board lights, class lights, platform lights, any of that? Nope. Brakes, bell, sand, bell's not too bad. Of course, our platform lights are 2D. They're 2D textures with a light emitter on them. Oh jeez. These were pretty. These were alright back in 2012. Now, not so much. Of course, we can change the colors on our marker lights. Can't you tell? Not really. Yeah, can't really tell. So let's turn all these lights off because they're murdering my frames. Alright, number board lights. And take a look at those. Can we tell that they're on? Yeah, it's just kind of a little light emitter bar. We hop across over here, of course our front door, window, nope. Alright, we got the hand, but we can't open this window. Interesting. We can't open that one. Horn's not bad. Not for the time anyway, it's not bad. It doesn't have a short loop though, so if you just tap the space bar it immediately cuts off. Now if I remember right, this is the one model that actually does have a different air horn. I believe the rest of them use the same horn, but this is the one that's got something unique. It's not horrible, it's not great. I didn't find the switch that turns on the upper lights, so clearly we don't get those. What? Oh goodness me. So that's not terrible. And then our UP model, the OG, the number 1. I think about it. Do we get the sausage stick here? We do, cool. So most of our things won't change per locomotive. Like I said, there's odd things like no gyro light, but other than that, it's the same cab, same functions. Not a terrible horn. Certainly not the best on the planet, but it's definitely not bad. The bell's alright. I don't know why all the audio though sounds like it's coming from back in these like exhaust vents back here. And of course we got our high nose. Now our high nose stuff is unique in that it's got control stands on, well, not the Norfolk Southern one. Maybe I lied. So the Norfolk Southern, long hood forward, high nose, obviously a high nose cab. Same bells and whistles though, doors, windows, same control stand. Same horn as the UP model. Same switches, nothing special. Oops. Norfolk and Western. Long hood forward, same bells and whistles. Norfolk and Western has a control stand on either side though, and it is functional. And then our Southern model. Our Southern model's pretty much the Norfolk Western model. So, anywho. Take it down the track for some giggles and squiggles. Be sure our tracks are open so we don't run into anybody. Again, we are on the main maritime route, which is available on Railworks America for free. If you like switching routes, it's definitely a route for you to have. Cool. Physics are non-existent. Now granted, I don't have a train behind me, but this is definitely older train simulator physics. Yeah, it doesn't sound half bad. Yeah, we're speeding. I don't care. It doesn't sound half bad, in all honesty. Again, is it perfect? No, but it's not the same default SD40 sounds that we've heard over and over and over. So here, we'll take it all the way up. That exhaust looks so bad. But they really don't sound that bad. In all perfect honesty, they do not sound that bad. Of course, we got our brakes. Brake sounds are nothing special. It does take us a second to slow down though. There's no immediate stop, so that's nice. Entertaining part is none of these have cab figures. So there's nobody driving, which is kind of entertaining. But yeah, there's not much else I can say about them. Of course, like I said, back there, these were freeware that are available for those locomotives. Of course, you will have to have the high nose for the Erie, or high nose for the Norfolk Western, the UP model for the Erie, and this version of the Rio Grande. I believe all of these came from Railworks America, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, there's plenty of reskins out there to kind of spice it up a little bit. But these 5 right here are the ones that are available on Steam. You can get the whole lot of them on sale during Steam sales for, you know, nothing, but they're not that bad. They're definitely older. They do definitely show their age, but they're still not that bad, especially considering some of the stuff that we see from DTM. Now these things are gold, huh? But anywho, well, yes, I know these are over a decade old now. I thought it was worth taking a video of them. I thought it was worth taking a look at them because, you know, sometimes it helps to bring some light to some models that haven't been looked at in years. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, these are on Steam. Go check them out if you're interested. That's it. I will see you guys next time.